What is a case statement or a switch statement? A switch statement or a case statement is much like a conditional with a bunch of else if, else if, else if. It acts in a different way and has a slightly different format. Acts like a filter. Let's check it out. Play-dunk. All right, the format, well, we'll need something to check out first. Why don't we say var home is equal to, what kind of home do we have? How about an apartment, like so. And what we're wanting to do is do a bunch of different tests to find out, say, what the user has entered for their home, and we've just collected it here in this variable. Or we might use it for, say, which key was pressed in a game. Was it 45, 52, 73, etc.? And we want to do a big long test of a bunch of different cases. Okay, so how about this? We then make the switch statement like so, switch, and in the round brackets we put what we're wanting to evaluate. So this would be the variable home. And we make a block of code like that. Then we say, well, in the case when home is an apartment, I guess we'll start with that one, then we will do this stuff here. So sort of a strange format. We say in the case where home is an apartment, we do the stuff after the colon. And we can put as many things as we want in here. We will just zog $400. $4,000 apartment. Yes. Oh, ooh, ooh. Why not for the wealthy? Nah, $400 is the cost of our apartment, for instance. In the case where the home is a houseboat, those of you who are in Holland, a houseboat, we will zog. I heard they're pretty expensive these days. We'll go up to $600. $600 for a houseboat. Maybe worth it. And in the case where our home is how about a container? For those who are off the grid. A container, we will zog healthy living off the grid, nice and cheap at $50. Great. And then there's the case that is the default, which doesn't have to come at the end, but often does. A default, if we don't have any of those things, then we will zog $0, I guess. Living with your parents. All right, and that is the format. Initially, one might think that is the format for a switch statement. But there's another trick here. The problem is if it does one of these things, it does this, and then it just goes and does all those other ones, and you're kind of going, what? That's weird. What that allows us to do is things like, say the apartment or the houseboat were the same value, we could do this. Then if the apartment is true or the houseboat is true, we do these ones. But still, again, it's just going to go through and do the rest of them, unless we put a break. So that looks like this. Break says, get out of the switch. Break will take you right out of the squiggly brackets there. And we do one in each case. We don't need a break at the end because that will be at the end. However, if we put the default up above, then we would have to break. Otherwise, it would do the things underneath. So that's a little strange. That's how she be. And once again, that would allow us to say, take these away and say, all right, if it's an apartment or a houseboat, it's $600, and now get out of here. Okay, which can be handy in some circumstances. All right, let's test this out. We open it up in a browser. Now we've got an apartment, so what should we be seeing when we use this case statement? Let's take a look. F12. We see $400. Is that right? Apartment, $400. How about if we lived in a container home? Just imagine this in the near future. People going, what do you mean living in a container home was strange? Of course we live in container homes. Maybe have to give that about 20 years probably. All right, refresh here. $50. All right, cool, huh? So that is a case statement. Now, I don't use case statements all that often. If I wanted to assign $40 to an apartment, $60 to a houseboat, $50 for a container, etc., I would probably end up doing something like var homes is equal to squiggly bracket apartment. Well, I don't even need those quotes. Apartment cost $50. Oops. 500. 400? 400 was the apartment? Just check. Yeah, 400. Comma. What's the next one? A houseboat. Copy that there. Houseboat, colon, $600. And we're getting a little bit long for our monitor here, so we'll just drop those onto multiple lines, comma, and we can do some copying and pasting to get, is there just one more? Yeah, I think there's a container, was 50, like so. Oops, not 650, just 50. All right, so I would have homes, and then wherever I'm wanting to evaluate, I would be something like dollar sign price. Here I am in PHP. Var price is equal to homes at whatever was in home. You see what I'm doing there? So I would store this up above, and I find, you know, this much easier to write than all of this stuff. Blah. Okay, that's just an object. And then I check the price. Now I have to do one more check. If price double equals null, there's no price, then price is equal to, quote, dollar sign 0, I guess. That's what we had. So this right there, well, I would be zogging it, I guess. Zog price. So this right here gives us this stuff right there. Shall we try it out? I'll just put a number 2 there, plus price, just so we can see. And we check it out here, refresh. Whoop. $50, and from the second one comes $50. And what if I choose something that isn't in the list, like I live in a doodle? Yes, that is correct. I'm just a figment of somebody's pen, or whatever. $0, $0. So that worked out all right. And one last try, the old houseboat, like so, the houseboat, and refresh, $600. All right, so that's what a case statement is here at zimjs.com in the What Is series. I'm inventor Dan Zen. Have a great day.